Hey guys and girls, I'm LinkSword123 and welcome to today's video, which is going to be another top 5 on my channel. In today's video we are going to take a look on my personal favorite items from the Zelda franchise. This is going to be about all of the games in this franchise, so it's not just Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, which is, yeah, I gotta admit it. This is basically the game that I mostly record for the channel, Ocarina of Time especially, because that's just a game that I like to play, right? But now it's time for me to take a look on some of the other great games in this series, and I can clearly see we got some great items that Ocarina of Time can't beat. Let's take a look. The first item we are going to take a look at is the ball and chain got from the Snow Peak ruins in Twilight Princess. This item is really unique. Basically you just get, as the name says, a ball and chain. Link holds this chain in his bare hands while he swings this iron ball around him. So this is a really brutal weapon. You can totally destroy ice, you can destroy some rocks, I think, around Hyrule Field and stuff like that. But also it's actually a pretty safe used weapon, if I can call it that, because if there is a lot of enemies around you, you can just pull out this ball and chain and then swing around you, so you actually keeps enemies away from you. That's pretty cool. The actual hit of this ball and chain is also huge. I don't remember exactly how much is it can damage an enemy, but it's really hard. I think it's much more than the Master Sword in the game, so the ball and chain keeps being on my top 5, really. The next item we are going to take a look at is the Skull Hammer from the Wind Waker. This item is seriously unforgettable because there are so many cool things with this item. First of all, Link gets this after defeating the Phantom Ganon in Forsaken Fortress, which is it's a pretty hard battle, so you really deserve a great item. At least I think the battle is a bit of hard piece of this game. Anyways, there are so many cool things with this hammer. First of all, when I see Link retrieve this from the chest, it looks pretty small, so I thought it was like the same size as the Megaton hammer in Ocarina of Time. But when I pull out this gigantic hammer, I realized the size of this is at least 1.5 times bigger than actual Link. So holy crap, this needs to have a huge damage to it, and it also got that. Seriously, the amount of damage this hammer does is extreme. You can clear out enemies with no time, and it's also pretty fun to just battle against some innocent small enemies around Hyrule Field or Hyrule Castle. There are no Hyrule Field in Wind Waker, but anyways, this hammer is extremely powerful, and I think it needs to be on the top 5 because it's cool to have a weapon which is bigger than you. Seriously, that's just the whole point of this. Next up is the claw shots from Twilight Princess. Basically you get this item 2 times in the whole game, and that sounds really weird. First of all, you get the first one in the water temple when you only get one of these hook shots, if I can call them that. And that's pretty cool because a hook shot, we've seen that before, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, blah blah blah. Anyways, in City of the Sky you get another one of these hook shots, so you get a pair of 2 hook shots in the whole game, seriously. And what can you use all of these for? Well, you can use the first one to pull yourself up to a wall with vines, for example, and then you can hang on this wall, and then you can use the other one to shoot yourself further on to another platform, wall with more vines, whatever. This is pretty cool because, for example, in City of the Sky, when you get the other one, it's really a used function there. For sure, it's also needed there, but it fits really well because it's some ruins in the sky, and then you pull yourself from platform to platform or some pillars to pillars and stuff like that. It's really cool, and it's keeps being really exciting because Link can stand in like mid-air just on this little wine platform or something like that, so you really need to be precise and fast before Link falls down in nowhere. So these claw shots really does the job. The next item I'm going to talk about is probably an item that you guys and girls won't agree with me by taking this on my top 5, but it is going to be the Tickle Stick from Ocarina of Time. Burn in hell, Link's Sword 1 to 3. Why is the Tickle Stick one of your top 5 items in the Zelda franchise? Well, the Tickle Stick is really easy to get. You can get it in the Tickle Tree, you can get it in Kokiri Forest by defeating these Tickle Babas. So you can clearly, really easy, fill up your inventory with these sticks. The bad thing with these sticks is sadly they break really easy. But that's another thing. You can glitch your Tickle Stick into a half Tickle Stick so it won't break ever, but it will turn back to nothing if you go into another area. But that's a whole nother story. But you can glitch it to not break. Anyways, another good thing with this Tickle Stick is actually it got the same damage amount like the Master Sword or the Big Goron Sword. I don't remember. I think it's actually more than the Master Sword but less than the Big Goron Sword. So this stick is really powerful. At least more than the Kokiri Sword, which is the only available hitting item as Young Link. So you can choose between Kokiri Sword, which has no damage to it, or this Tickle Stick, which is actually pretty powerful. And that's pretty good if you, for example, fighting Dodongo, the King Dodongo thing, because actually you can hit him 2 times and he will be dead. Also Goma 2 times and she will be dead. It's a really powerful weapon. Another thing is you can set fire to it and then you can light up many torches before the time runs out and your stick will be burnt down to nothing. So there is a lot of good things with this really simplistic item. At least that's my opinion about this item. And also it's some of the first items that you are getting in Ocarina of Time, so you will be used to it while you are playing the game. Perfect! The last item I'm going to take a talk about is the Goron Mask from Majora's Mask. Why Link's Sword 1 to 3? Why the Goron Mask? Some of you guys and girls out there might complain about this is not an item because it's under the mask menu instead of the item menu in Majora's Mask, but come on, you can equip it on the C buttons, so it got to be an item. That's clear. Anyways, the good things with the Goron Mask is basically because it turns Link into a Goron. Psst, it's a pretty fat Goron. Anyways, the Goron Mask turns Link into this Goron, and it makes Link able to roll around Termina Field in hyperspeed, extremely high technology speed. It's extreme. He's not that fast though, but it's clearly a really relaxing way to travel around because you don't need to press any buttons, you just need to hold down the A button and steer with your control stick, so it's pretty easy. While Link runs around or rolls around Termina Field, you can actually see some huge spikes going out of this Goron's body, which is actually pretty dangerous. When you hit an enemy or some flowers, you will actually be able to destroy them because of these spikes. Pretty nice. Another thing with this Goron Mask is also the power of his fists is really high. You can clearly kill some enemies just with one hit. And that's just with the bare hands. Sadly, Goron Link can't use any items except for his drums, but if you don't like the music he plays, then no items for him. Sadly, but it feels pretty cool to be the Goron Link. Also the Sora Link is pretty cool because he swims pretty fast, but Goron Link is on land, and most of the time in Majora's Mask you appears to be on land. It's not like Wind Waker. So Goron Mask is going to be the top of my top 5. Well, we finally finished up this top 5. I clearly think these items got some more charming stuff around it than the other items that appears in this franchise. We clearly got some other great examples that appears to be some awesome or powerful items in the Zelda franchise, but come on, these items has to be the coolest ones. You got a great hammer. It's bigger than Link. Come on, you can't complain about anything here. Anyways, I hope you guys and girls enjoyed watching my opinion of my top 5 items from the Zelda franchise, and I hope you guys and girls want to see many more top 5, probably Zelda or something about these retro video games on my channel. If you got any idea about my next videos, make sure to write it in the comments, or else make sure to throw a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel for many more videos. See you next time, guys and girls. Bye!